Hi everyone, welcome back to my art channel. Today I'll be showing you what art exercises you can practice to improve your line art skills. I'll first be showing you some of my own line artworks that I've done, and then we'll move on to the art exercises that I've done all during my life to help me kind of evolve my line art skills. So let's get into it. First of all, let's clean up our work table. It's important to keep your art station clean. Alright, so I'll be showing you a little bit of the works that I've done in the past with fine liner art. Sadly, I can't show you all my work because a lot of it is at a gallery currently. But yeah, I do thankfully have something laying around at least. So I have some color pieces and just some line art pieces in general. Let's just go through it and see what the line art is like. As we can see here, here's one of my art pieces that I made with fine liners and Copic markers. So here's a little bit of what I've been able to do with line art. I've been doing a lot of these in the last couple of years. Once you start to practice more line art, you'll be able to create very interesting and unique art pieces. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one is basically a toad ice mage. So he kind of he grows those ice shards in the back in these little holes, and he regrows them and then uses them as spears. He also is able to make a little ice road for himself that he can glide on. Yeah, it's been quite a process. Also, here's Naruto. But yeah, here's just a little bit of the work that I've done. And today what I'll be doing is showing you exactly how you can get to this point and how to keep improving that skill. So first of all, I want to show you all what I'd like to call the doodle technique. It's basically where you just focus on making circles and repetitive doodles and lines and stuff like that. I'll show you how. So yeah, what will we be using for this technique? Nope. Also no. What we'll be using today is a normal pen. Just any ball pen that you have lying around. Blue, red, black, doesn't matter. Just use a simple, cheap pen. So yeah, how I basically became better at line art is just doing repetitive movements over and over and over. And I'll show you one of them. I'll call this the loop. Just simple stuff like that is very mindless and just is really just there to help you focus on how to use your hands properly. Creating line art is also all about building confidence and just being confident in knowing where exactly you're putting your pen down and when to stop it. I try to do different practices, like make sure that they're all even. Maybe you can try to do one where the space in between gets smaller and smaller. Just keep trying to do stuff like this. This exercise will really help you have more control and get better at having smooth lines. You have to understand it really is just a muscle that you have to train and get used to. And these exercises are really helpful for that. Another fun little exercise that you can try is making circles. Use your wrist for better curve control. Don't worry about being perfect. Just keep trying to make circles that connect. Get used to the motion itself. So what I also want to tell you as a little tip, and that is if you want to do round things more easier, use your wrist. If you want to make better lines, use your whole arm, use your elbow. Keep trying to do these little exercises and make sure to do them in different sizes as well. Keep trying to make loops and make them as clean and smooth as possible. And of course, you will make mistakes, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep practicing and keep improving the muscles. I notice the moment I start not focusing fully is where I have these types of circles that don't connect fully. So yeah, I really recommend you try to do these circles in different speeds as well. Do them as slow as you want to, but also try to do them as fast as you can. Don't worry about if it looks good or not, just focus on getting better. I notice that I start to not focus sometimes while I'm making the circle, which causes these little nicks to happen where the ends don't fully properly meet, and that's okay. Don't worry about being perfect, just keep trying to make circles that connect. Get used to the motion itself. And don't worry about if it looks good or not. This really is just an exercise. That's how you have to view it. You're not going to be perfect at it, and that's fine. It's just a way for you to get used to the motion and get better at your line art control. Try to experiment as well. You don't necessarily only have to do circles. So as you can see, I didn't connect these lines. These are pretty confident and are connected, but these ones right here, this little guy right here, it's not fully connected. And that's actually a really good exercise to try. Try to be confident with your lines. Start at one point and visualize the end point in your head, if you can. Just look at it, visualize it, and try to stop at that point. It's a really good way to practice space between your line art. Another fun little exercise is just making boxes. But see, this is actually a really good way to kind of look at what you're doing, see how you felt when you made the line art as well. I can already tell you that when I did this one, I felt so not confident. I started to overthink things, and then right here is when I started to overthink a bit too much. So just find the right balance and keep trying this stuff. And again, like I said, you don't have to do it as fast. I do recommend you try that every once in a while, but you can always try as slow as you want. Slow is also actually can be pretty hard. I take that back. Slow is not hard. It sometimes can be hard, but not in this case. Try to do a spiral line art and make sure you don't touch the walls. Keep trying to do these repetitive things. Even like if you're in school or something and you have a little notepad you can write on, just do this while listening to your lecture. If you can do this, try to do this stuff at least once a day, just for a couple minutes, even a couple seconds, you know. You don't even have to spend much time on it. Just do a tiny bit and your wrist movement, your hand, your line control, it all will get better. For stuff like this, you don't even necessarily always have to fully pay attention. It's also just about the movement in your wrist, getting used to the rotation and just loosening up your wrist. Just really try to fill up a whole page like this. It's a good way of practicing. If you can try to fill up one page per day, that's already amazing. If you can try to do one page per week, that's also just already great. Just try to do anything that you can. And I promise you, you will see results. There you have it, one page. We can definitely add some more stuff, but yeah, here's the doodle technique. Now I'm going to show you the second technique that I recommend you to do, which is a good practice for your mind's eye, and it will help you with line art as well. So what I'm going to want you to do is basically fill this paper with a bunch of characters or plants or whatever subject you want to pick it and keep drawing it over and over and over. The only catch is you cannot sketch anything beforehand. This is just something you're going to have to do right on the paper. And it's okay if you make mistakes. That's all part of the plan. This is all just practice. So I'm basically just gonna draw whatever I want. This is a really good practice also just kind of to visualize things in your head better and then also be able to execute that more. This is also why I recommend using a pen, because once you make a mistake, you can't erase it. Okay, let's draw.
I don't know what to draw.
Okay, let's draw for real. The most important part about this process is that you have fun with it. Don't see this as a chore. Don't see this also as an opportunity to criticize yourself, at least not harshly, you know? It's okay to like want some improvement, but don't be so harsh on yourself that you're not there yet. This is a process that's gonna take so long, and that's okay. It's a great process to start and just to go through calmly, and that's what matters. Don't stress yourself out too much. Just have fun. Understand that you will get better the more you do this, and you will see improvement. I'm also still not there, as you can see. I still have a lot of improving to do. I know that that's just going to take some time. I need to practice some more, I need to do some more doodling, and things will start to get better. For now, it's very important for me to just have fun with it, focus on the fun part, focus on the exploring part of art. And don't care if it's not going to look as great as you want it to. It's important that you had fun. Once you practice more, there will come a point where you'll be more satisfied with your end result. I also want to let you know that you don't have to doodle something super detailed as well. If you just want to draw the page just full with simple hearts, do that. Go and doodle and try to make hearts in different shapes or anything that you want. If you find that you have trouble actually visualizing things like this, try to just grab any object that you have in your house, even as simple as an apple or something like that. Just grab an apple, put it in front of you, look at it, just close your eyes and see if you can just remember the outline of the apple and just draw that, and keep trying to draw that in different positions, different sizes, anything like that. You can even let them overlap on one another, but maybe that can help you to just practice a bit more visualization in some way. I'm honestly very happy with how this turned out, and I hope you enjoyed this process as well. Alright, we finally finished the previous exercises that I showed you, and now it's time to move on to the next one. The first stretch that we're going to do is this one, where we just pull back on our fingers and hold that in place for 10 to 20 seconds. Make sure you do this on each hand and don't pull too hard, but make sure you do feel the nice stretch. If you feel any pain, stop. Now, make sure you rotate your wrists in a circular motion. Keep doing this a couple of times. Then, make sure to stretch your fingers. These exercises can help prevent cramping during drawing. Now we are moving on to the arms and shoulders. Make sure you do this also on each side and hold this for 10 to 20 seconds. You can also use your wall to lean against and get a good stretch in. You can listen to some music or contemplate about cringy moments in your life during this. Taking care of yourself is important for your creative self. Alright, well that was it. Those were all my art tips and tricks on how to improve your line art skills. I hope you enjoyed it. I know at some parts the video was kind of maybe confusing, some of the talking. I tried a different filming style, so maybe I didn't portray things necessarily the best way possible, but this is all just a big learning curve for me as well. And I had fun. I hope you still got something out of this video. I hope these exercises help you as well, just as much as they help me. And if you'd like to see more art tutorials, art inspiration, or anything art related, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let me know down in the comments below what you'd like to see next. And as always, take care, stay hydrated, and stay creative.